Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over the first Ultra League team that I used. It's Dragonite, Lapras, and Machamp. Overall it's got pretty good coverage. I actually did end up switching the team away from this, but I did gain about 70 points using this team for the first 2 or 3 days, so we're going to go over that. Alright, first game here. So like I said, we're going Dragonite, Machamp, and Lapras. Our first game is against a Blaziken here. They stayed in, so I thought that was really interesting. I thought maybe they definitely had Stone Edge, so I'm going to actually just farm down, shield this first move. If it is a Stone Edge, it probably would KO us, so I want to make sure that I don't lose this Dragonite for free here. And they actually had Brave Bird, so Brave Bird would have done a lot too. Not 100% on that matchup, so it would have been interesting. I probably should have gone for the Hurricane here. Both moves are resisted, but I could have definitely made it to that Hurricane, and I'm not making it to the second Dragon Claw. So a little bit of a misplay there, but like I said, this was at the beginning of the season after I had failed with quite a few teams. So they come in with a Escavalier, and so Machamp's really good into that as well as being pretty good into Empoleon. So I end up deciding to switch here just because I want that Machamp for the Empoleon matchup, but I probably won't shield anything here on Lapras. Lapras is sort of just coming in and doing as much damage as it can. These Surfs are going to be doing neutral, which are going to be pretty good damage here against the Escavalier. So my whole point there is just that this Lapras isn't going to be great into either matchup. Might as well just bring it in and do something, and then have Machamp here for the back. Problem is, they get a move off here. I decide not to shield. I believe you resist. Oh, I do shield. So you resist both of those, so that's kind of scary. I just have to make sure to use the move here before Empoleon can get to a Hydro Cannon, because that would KO. Oh, and he does get to a second move here, so this is probably a loss. I can't imagine that I lived this. No. Alright, second match. Snorlax lead. This is an interesting matchup. We're both sort of just doing a ton of fast damage to each other. These Dragon Claws, while they do have stab, aren't very much damage in general. Just trying to get a little bit of a lead here. We're going to take this Body Slam, which also is going to probably do about 25-30%. So Snorlax can win this matchup. We're definitely going to go for this Dragon Claw. We might actually dip out into Lapras. Let's see what we do here. Oh, we don't get to. Do I want to save the Dragonite? No. So probably going to come in with Lapras, get a little bit of an energy advantage. Get 2 Ice Shards, nice. They have Gallade here. This is not a bad matchup, and definitely don't want to switch out because we got that Machamp in the back, right? I say it's not a bad matchup. I mean, as long as you have shields, because the Leaf Blade and the Close Combat are going to be doing a ton of damage to Lapras. So just make sure you can get through with the shields. I imagine they will shield here. The fact that they brought this in against the Lapras means the thing in the back is probably really bad against Lapras, and I'll probably just shield this and farm down knowing that. I would imagine it's going to be Togekiss or Drifblim. Oh, it's their own Lapras. Okay, interesting. So they did get a few hits off, so they're going to get to a second Surf, I believe, before we can get to a second Cross Chop. Which means if they do shield this, there'll be a little bit of an advantage. But we do have a big energy advantage on our Lapras as well, so this might be fine. This probably KOs. It's close, though. Yeah, okay, it doesn't. But they get 2 Ice Shards, but we're at about 6 Ice Shards, I think. So as long as we get this Skull Bash off, this is definitely a Surf, that's fine. I think. This is going to do a lot of damage. Probably we can... probably can't farm that down. They do throw in the Gallade just to try to do damage, but we're going to get to this Surf before they get to a Surf of their own, and they do quit out. Alright, so the thing about this team is there's a lot of fast damage happening, but there's also quick moves on Machamp and Lapras. So I don't want to switch into my hard counter because then they can switch out into their hard counter. Imagine if this was Machamp against Gengar, it would be absolutely horrific. The only move you can do damage with is the Rock Slide. So better in this matchup is we can shield once and then farm down. Because even if they bait... Oh, they went for a Focus Blast, just like our last video. Check out our last video if you want to see how Focus Blast Gengar works with Aerosol. And we have a huge energy advantage coming into the mirror match, so we're going to get to these Skull Bashes way before them. And really being the first person to get a Skull Bash off is going to give you such a huge advantage. I probably don't shield this. And this leads me to believe they don't have Skull Bash on their Lapras, and they actually do quit out. Really fast game there. Alright. They must have had something in the back also weak to Lapras, to where that, maybe like Dragonite in the back. So Shadow Dragonite, I did not know how this matchup went. Apparently it goes a lot like the normal Dragonite matchup. Very even. I try to go to Lapras, but no more dirty swaps are allowed. So good job on Niantic for at least trying to fix that. There are still ways to swap out if you're in different, what's it called? Counts? Not counts. What is it called? Basically different fast move turned fast moves, I should say. So like if yours is 2 and theirs is 3 and you quote unquote CMP tie, you probably still can swap out of those just because they're technically not ties, and it'll force you to throw a move on the next one. But in true CMP ties, that is no longer in this game, which is nice. They're slowly fixing it, right? So just give them some more time and hopefully it's all good. Alright, Machamp versus Lapras. They do get the shield off. We do have 2 shields. And we have our own Lapras here, so we're probably good, and they end up quitting out. Lots of quit outs here in the beginning. You don't see that too often at the end of the season. Or towards the middle of this league, I should say. Alright, this is a good matchup for Dragonite, but they do, I believe, bait us with a cross chop here, because you do have to shield once. And then I'm like, they can get probably to a Rock Slide here, so I probably would need to shield twice and farm down if I want to save Dragonite, which I decided to go for. Oh, get that low battery. Luckily it didn't really matter in that matchup. Alright, Lapras. We do have the Hurricane here, but this isn't going to be great. I actually might switch into my own Lapras here. Or, no, just let Dragonite go. That's fine. Come in with Machamp. They do have an energy advantage, but we have such a severe health advantage here. The only thing to be worried about maybe is... Okay, Ice Beam. That's not bad. And they come in with Venusaur. We throw the Rock Slide. The one thing about Venusaur is it does resist fighting because of that poison typing. So we definitely don't want to stay in that matchup too long. All we need to do is get to the Skull Bash here, right? Can we get to it before they get to 2 Frenzy Plants? If we do, we're good. If we don't, that's probably not great. Ooh, big yikes. Because I don't think Machamp can make it to a Rock Slide before. And yeah, so I'll end up throwing this Cross Chop out of desperation. No, don't even get there. Venusaur is quick to those charge moves, y'all. And we get taken out there. Alright, Joker Joke. Alright, let's see how this is. Oh, really bad lead here. Oh, Purified Lapras. Interesting. So, in the Lapras matchup, I like to come in with my own Lapras. And we do have a little bit of an advantage. I believe in the one shield, you can win this with enough energy advantage. I'm not 100% sure on that. But we did get the shield there. And, oh, CMP tie here. Do I just go for the shield? Let's see. Ooh, I let it go. So that means we will lose this matchup because it's only like 2 counters away. I'll probably come back in with Dragonite and try to farm all the way down. He might get a Sledge Bomb off in that time. We'll see. I probably should have shielded the Lapras there, right? I think you do win that. But if I shield, then he shields, right? It's close, it's close. So I'm looking to switch out because I know that there's a Lapras in the back. Gyarados isn't the biggest counter here. If I land one of these Rock Slides, I can farm down. And I will get to a second one anyways, so even if he shields this, we're fine. We just have to remember to shield his moves. Even though we resist one and Aqua Tail's not even that great, we just don't want to take any damage here because we know we can win that Lapras matchup. And I know I can farm down before he gets to another move. Alright, he's definitely going to shield his first Cross Chop. He may get to a move here. We'll have to shield it. I mean, we definitely have to shield it because we have Dragonite in the back. We definitely want to land this Cross Chop and then maybe try to catch a Surf. I'm not too sure. Or maybe we'll just stay in because he does have to throw a Surf. Oh, okay. Ooh, we do catch the Surf here, and a Dragon Claw plus all the damage might be enough. I don't think he'll be able to farm us down. We just have too much HP here. Let's see. I think there's going to be some Dragon Claws or Dragon Breaths after this to take him out, and we do take him out there. So power of the teamwork. Johnny Rockets. I feel like we saw that name earlier. I wonder if we played them multiple times. Really bad lead. Coming in with Lapras. This is actually still really bad, but the fact that he's staying in is very good for us because this Clefable actually takes out the rest of our team. I probably should have just stayed in that matchup, let it go out, and just let that be that. But let's go for the Skull Bash here. I wonder if I recognize that. Yeah, I recognize it during the game that Lapras is my only answer to Clefable. So I think that I want Lapras to survive here. He does shield the Skull Bash. So now I have to decide whether or not I think he's got a body slam. Okay, he went for 2 body slams. I believe this person does have the fighting move though. Superpower. Yep. They baited us twice and then landed the superpower in the end. I still went for that Skull Bash. It would have been nice. Oh boy. Now we're just going to farm up on Machamp. This is going to be a body slam, but it is reduced in attack because of the superpower, so that's fine. We're going to get a ton of farm here and then just hope for these Rock Slides to do enough to Clefable. If he comes in. Let's see if he comes in with Clefable or not. Yeah, definitely coming in. Definitely he's going to shield this. I don't know if I can win this one. Don't make it to that cross chop. Definitely going to get destructioned here. Yeah, Dragonite. Just bad lead. Probably should have just taken the loss at the lead matchup and let Lapras come in afterwards. It's the only way I was ever going to align the Clefable up in a matchup that wasn't really bad for me. Alright, Fly Eagles. We play him a lot every season, it seems like. But here we go into Gallade. This matchup's pretty good for the Dragonite. These confusions do a lot, but the charge moves on Gallade don't do a lot to us. The only thing is, Gallade is good against the rest of our team, but it is pretty low at this point. As long as we have a shield for the Lapras, we'll be good. To shield one of the moves up and then farm down. Since it is a Shadow, I am trying to get my own Shadow Gallade. I actually did power one up. I just need to get enough dust to give it a second move at this point now. I've been trying to work on it for a few days. I don't grind as much as I should, but I'm going to get one, and I think it's going to be great. These are resisted, but I think a close combat would actually KO. Leaf Blade would not, because it's double resisted. I'm going to throw this Dragon Claw off and then probably switch into Lapras. We do have 2 shields, but these counters are going to be doing a lot. But I probably end up shielding both of these moves on the Escavalier. We do need to land one of these Surfs with the Ice Shards to KO it from this range. So he's probably... I mean, he's definitely going to shield. The Gallade in the back is so very low and probably doesn't have enough energy for a Leaf Blade. I would hope. Okay, I'm going to let this through because it doesn't KO, and now I'm assuming that maybe he does have enough energy on the Gallade, so I want to be able to farm that down and have a shield available for it. And we do get the KO there. Last Damnation, also another player we've fought through the seasons here with, or against, I should say. So Escavalier, pretty good matchup for us. I think I stay in a little too long here. I want to get this Dragon Claw off, but I probably should have just gone straight into Lapras. Coming in with Lapras now, but now he's got to move straight away, which isn't great. Crunch, it is neutral, but yeah, look at this Dragon Breath damage is actually piling up too. Maybe I shouldn't be going for this Skull Bash, because he's probably just going to shield this Skull Bash, and then I'm going to be taking so much freaking damage. So much neutral damage from this Gyarados. Oh, he didn't shield. Okay, well then it was perfect. Sorry. And it lets us survive here. We may make it to another Surf because of the extra defense. We'll see if he ends up throwing a move or not. Oh, he's going to let us? No. Do we throw? No, we shouldn't shield here. It's going to be too risky. Plus, we'd be giving him extra farm because he probably would just shield. He wouldn't even need to shield, actually. He would survive. We have this Machamp in the back, which is going to be good against both the Pokemon, so that's great for us. I don't shield this Surf. I can just shield another one down the line. At some point, he's got to throw another move. It's just going to happen. It's inevitability. So he can't farm us all the way down. And we do take out the Lapras. That was probably really close to another Surf. And then we have this. He's going to shield this for sure. But we're taking, or we're doing neutral damage to him. And we get to the next Cross Chop. It's just faster for Machamp to get to these Cross Chops, since Cross Chop is a very low energy move. Energy costing move, I should say. Whereas a lot of the Escavalier moves do cost a bit. Even the Drill Run takes, I think, 6 counters to get to. It only takes 5 for the Cross Chop. Alright, another Gallade here. Oh, we go for the Hurricane. I like this, because if it does land, it's insanely good for us. It doesn't. We'll come in with Machamp, though. The reason we come in with Machamp here is because, well, Lapras is going to be taking super effective damage, obviously, but Machamp isn't very good against the Gallade, so we overfarm a little too much there. Probably didn't even need to shield the first one. Yeah, I don't really like shielding a matchup that I know is going to be bad in the back. But we do have another Cross Chop here. We're never going to make it to that Rock Slide. As you can see, the confusion does come through, so we're already KO'd. We just don't know it yet. Going to come in with Dragonite, sorry. Probably let this attack go, no matter what it is. Hopefully it's that close combat. Come in with Lapras, get some farm. Does switch out to his own Lapras. We do have an energy lead, though, which means we're going to win the matchup if they do have Skull Bash as well. The only thing we really have to worry about is if they somehow sneak in Ice Shards and get ahead of us. I could see shielding that. Yeah, that makes sense. I think the Gallade in the back may have a move, but probably doesn't, and we're gonna have our defense buffed 4 times by the time he gets in, so yeah. Oh, I guess it's only 2 times. For some reason, I thought it raised by 2 stages, but I think it actually just is 1, and Lapras is just bulky on its own. We're going to throw this Surf, try to get it low. I think he's going to try to switch out to the Gallade here and hope to get a move off. We're going to make sure not to throw. Oh, he's going to try to catch. Yeah, so in the moment, I do remember thinking he's definitely going to try to catch. I know the timer's up. We can see it on our own side, and I want to make sure I don't throw a move at the Gallade. It's the only way to lose. King IV himself. These are some rare matches. Alright, he's starting with the Gengar. Oh, I believe this is part of his 25 different Pokemon in Ultra Premier League. Alright, so this is a good matchup for Dragonite as long as you shield the Shadow Ball. He did go up to 8 here, so I'm going to shield, even if it's a bait. It doesn't end up being a bait, so I know I can farm down at this point. He can only get to a Shadow Punch, and I don't think that'll KO us. Dragonite is pretty squishy. No, we do live now. We do have a move. He has a Togekiss, though, so he got that Charm through, or Dragonite's already dead. But I throw a move off before that. Okay, coming in with the Lapras is an insanely good matchup. No matter what he comes in with, I already had the Machamp ready. Lapras has a good matchup into Swampert, but this Machamp obviously has a god-awful matchup against Togekiss. So just bring it in, do some damage. Don't use any shields on Machamp here. Do as much damage as you can to the Swampert, and then let Lapras have that shield to try to finish this off. Oh man, I'm looking at our battery life. Super low in the top right corner. It's plugged in, though. You see it's charging. Alright, we go for this Surf. Definitely not going to KO. I think he's probably at a Hydro Cannon. Just going to let this come through. We never saw his other move, but he didn't have enough energy to go for an Earthquake anyways. Alright, we're going to have to go up to 2 Surfs here since he has a shield. So once we get to 2, we go for the back-to-back, or we try to go for the back-to-back. Let's see. And he probably, if he has Ancient Power, he's at it. Maybe even Aerial Ace, but definitely not that Flamethrower, but we have a shield anyways, so we're good there. And then the Swampert was already dead in the back, so GG to King there. Love playing him, don't see him very often. I think we queue at very different times. This game, you can see I'm queuing after work at 4, so I usually queue in the morning, and I think King usually queues at night. I think that's when his streams are. Alright, back to this game. Swampert, this is a really good matchup for us. The only thing we'd have to be worried about is double Sludge Wave, or even a Sludge Wave now. We probably will shield this next one, maybe? Depends if I believe him or not. Okay, it's a Hydro Cannon. I must have figured that out at the time, deciphered it, who knows? Hopefully he doesn't shield this. The fact that he hasn't swapped means that he probably has double elemental Pokemon, meaning like Venusaur or Charizard in the back. Oh, it was Venusaur. Why would I go for this Cross Chop? Sometimes I just do the wrong thing. Definitely don't go for the Cross Chop here. This doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh, why does it look like I'm about to go for another Cross Chop? Don't do it. Go for the Rock Slide. No! I guess at this point I'm just determined to, I don't know, I guess I'm just determined to lose this matchup. Now there are no shields, there's absolutely no, this is awful. Don't do this in your games, y'all. It literally resists that move. Don't know why I'm trying to catch here on Lapras. I probably lose this game, right? There's almost no way. Although I could probably shield this. I can't farm down, no. I'll have to shield this no matter what. Okay, I'm coming in with Machamp. And then maybe a Rock Slide will KO? Oh my gosh, please don't click the Cross Chop. What am I doing? I'm not blocking anything. Okay. Why would it? Oh my gosh. Okay. Sometimes we all have bad games, right? I don't know if this was a bad game or just that was horrific to watch. Don't do anything that I did there. That was awful. All right, next game though, just brush it off. All right, this matchup's not great for Dragonite because it does the Scizor does resist, but and we do take neutral damage from the Night Slashes. But I don't want to switch out either. I guess I could switch to Lapras and it would be fine. But I'm going to stay in and try to get this Dragon Claw off. Man, this was at the beginning of the season. You can just tell, like, I definitely don't do this type of stuff anymore. This is really risky. Because we definitely can't farm down. And then I come in with Machamp. That's not great. Although the Rock Slide is much better than Master League Premier because this almost KOs. I think it does about 75-80%. Yeah, about 75. So that's not terrible. And then Lapras is just going to farm all the way down. Probably don't need to shield anything either. Ancient Power is the only move that is super effective. And it's not a very good move in general as far as damage is concerned. Man, I think this was a... Oh no, this was a 3-2 set, I think. Or was it 4-1? I don't remember, but that loss is haunting me even as I just say it out loud now. Okay, comes in with the Swampert because the Scizor is a little too low and can be farmed down at this point. I'm going to try to catch a Hydro Cannon. Nice. Oh no, an Earthquake actually, right? Oh, beautiful. Catch the Earthquake. Very nice. And I know he's going to try to catch as well, but we're going to go for the farm down. I probably don't need to shield the Night Slash. Night Slash is not a very good move, doesn't do a lot of damage. Lapras has a lot of bulk to it. I do have 2 Surfs. I'm going to need both because this Swampert is not in range for 1. I don't even think it's in range for 2. And we're going to need to shield the next move, which is probably going to be a Hydro Cannon, and then we probably should be able to farm it down. Oh no, we still have the shield as well, so we're good. Yeah. Dang, from one horrific match to a really good match. Crazy. Alright, Poliwrath. Not the best matchup for Dragonite. These ice punches actually do so much freaking damage. It is double super effective. He's probably at 2 now. I guess I'm just going to switch. Oh, man. I should have switched into Machamp there is what should have happened. Oh, my God. It does a lot. Okay. Maybe we can win the matchup still? Okay. I don't know why I'm trying to switch. I should probably just let this happen. Oh my gosh. Well, coming in with Lapras. Huh. Probably too early for a Focus Blast. It is a Shadow Ball. Okay, that still would have hurt a lot. They decided to switch. Okay, but they have a huge shield advantage, right? So 2 Surfs will KO this Machamp. But we should be able to pull a shield and do about half its HP and damage. Can I win this? It's gonna be very hard for me to win this because the Lapras let it go through. Okay. He's still got 2 shields on the Gengar though. What I probably should do is farm as much as possible against this Lapras. This is definitely not a Skull Bash. Probably he has Surf Ice Shard or Ice Beam, and he's just trying to let it. Oh man, do we survive a Shadow Ball at this range? I don't actually know. I think we do. So what I'm going to try to do is go for triple Surf, burn through both these shields. Oh man, Shadow Ball probably. Oh my gosh, we get to all 3 Surfs. Man, Lapras is a beast. Okay, we survive everything here because their Lapras definitely doesn't have Skull Bash, as we saw before. Nice. I think that was a 3-2. Let's see. Oh, it was a 4-1. Nice. Although, now that I'm looking at it and our loss was just so horrific, that could have easily been a 5-0. It's crazy how much better you get towards the end of the season, right? Or towards the end of a league, whereas the beginning of the league, you don't know all the matchups. I blame myself for not using Venusaur enough to know that poison typing is resisting fighting attacks at the beginning. Go ahead and check out my next video. I'm definitely using the Venusaur. That'll probably come out tomorrow. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.